1 year ago, I was stuck, trapped in a cycle of guilt, shame, and wasted time. I was using my energy, my willpower, my focus on nothing, on pixels, on escape. Every night I told myself it was the last time. Every morning I woke up empty, exhausted, and defeated. I told myself it was normal, that everyone did it. But something inside me knew the truth. I was slowly killing my drive, my confidence, my masculinity. Then one day something snapped. I had enough. I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back. Hollow eyes, slouched posture, weak energy. That was the moment I made a decision. Not a perfect one, not a guaranteed success, but a real decision. What if I stopped? What if I gave this up for 30 days? No porn, no masturbation, no instant dopamine, just to see who I could become. The first few days were brutal. My brain, so used to the constant hits of pleasure, rebelled. Urges came like tidal waves, hitting me when I was alone, bored or stressed. My body ached for that old escape. I was irritated, restless, and wired with tension. But here's the first truth. The urge doesn't last forever. It's a wave, and if you ride it out, if you breathe, wait, distract, it fades. Started to win small battles, 1 day clean, then 2, then a week. I deleted apps, cut out triggers, slept without my phone. And every day I repeated the same thing. Just don't give in today. Somewhere around day 14, I started to notice something strange. My brain felt lighter. My mornings felt clearer. I didn't need 3 alarms to get out of bed. I had more time. I wasn't trapped in that post-release haze anymore. I was present, focused. That's when I realized this isn't just about avoiding porn. This is a full-scale dopamine reset. Years of overstimulation had numbed my ability to feel joy in simple things. Now, without that artificial flood, my brain was recalibrating. Sunlight felt better, conversations meant more, life was starting to feel real again. But then came the flatline. Around day 40 or 50, everything crashed. My sex drive vanished. I felt emotionless, unmotivated, even hopeless. For a while it scared me. I thought something was wrong. But I learned this is a common part of recovery. Your brain is rebooting, rebuilding. It's not fun, but it's necessary. And this phase taught me the most powerful lesson of all. Discipline doesn't mean doing things when you feel like it. It means doing the right thing when you feel nothing. No motivation, no excitement, just the commitment to keep going. And so I did. I journaled, I worked out, I meditated. I took freezing cold showers when the urges were unbearable, and then, somewhere around day 80, I started to feel it, the shift. My energy spiked. I didn't need caffeine to feel alive. I was training harder, reading more, thinking sharper. Eye contact became easier. I stopped slouching. I walked with a sense of purpose. People noticed. Women noticed. Not because I was chasing them, but because I was no longer needy, no longer desperate for validation. I had something most men had lost: presence. I started to understand that NoFap isn't about repressing sexuality. It's about mastering it, reclaiming it, channeling it into your goals, your passions, your purpose. When you stop leaking your life force for a few seconds of pleasure, you begin to build something unshakable, inner power. But don't get me wrong, the journey wasn't smooth. Even at 100 days, the urges came back. Triggers were everywhere: ads, social media, stress, loneliness. The voice in my head whispered, just once, it's no big deal. But I'd learned how to answer that voice. I'd built habits, routines, walls to protect my energy. I reminded myself of the truth. Freedom isn't the absence of temptation. It's the ability to say no. The deeper I went into this journey, the more I realized how much I had been missing. I had been living in a fog, a slow, silent death of my masculinity. NoFap didn't just give me energy, it gave me clarity. It gave me my edge back. I started waking up with purpose. I started building. I read more books in 6 months than I had in 6 years. I started creating instead of consuming. I became more calm, more grounded, more alive. After a full year, 365 days, I can tell you this: NoFap is not magic. It won't solve all your problems. It won't make you a superhero, but it removes the weight that's been holding you down. It unlocks your potential. It forces you to confront who you really are. Not who you pretend to be online, not who you wish you were, but the real you, the raw, unfiltered version of yourself, the one that's been buried under screens and shame. Here's what really changed in a year. My energy became limitless. I didn't need naps, sugar, or coffee to get through the day. I had drive, focus, hunger. I stopped settling for average. I stopped wasting time on things that didn't matter. My confidence skyrocketed, not fake ego, but real self-respect, the kind that comes from keeping promises to yourself. My mind became clear. I could sit in silence without needing distraction. My creativity came back. My work improved. My relationships deepened. I started attracting quality people because I was finally living with integrity, and spiritually I felt connected again. I wasn't chasing temporary highs. I was grounded, grateful, alive. But maybe the biggest change: peace of mind, no more guilt, no more hiding, no more internal war, just peace. That's the real reward. And I want to be honest with you, it wasn't easy. There were moments I wanted to quit, moments I questioned if it was worth it. But looking back now, the answer is clear. Every struggle, every urge, every hard day, it was all worth it, because I found myself. So if you're watching this and wondering if you should start, don't wait. There will never be a perfect time. Your mind will always give you reasons to delay, but your future is begging you to start. Not for a week, not for a trend, but for your life. This isn't just about stopping a bad habit. It's about reclaiming your power, your discipline, your manhood. You will be tested. You will fall. You will face nights where everything in you wants to give up. But every time you resist, you grow. Every time you say no, you take a step closer to the man you were born to be. You don't need porn. You don't need masturbation. You need truth. You need vision. You need purpose. NoFap won't give you all the answers, but it will clear the fog so you can finally start asking the right questions. 1 year ago, I made a choice. Today, I live with no regrets. And if you're ready, you can too. Start today. Start now. The strongest version of you is waiting on the other side.